Hello. Who is Bob Log III? Well, that's pretty evident. I'm a one-man band from Tucson, Arizona. I take my guitar, go all around the world, and everywhere I go, I try and make the room, whatever room I'm in, I turn it into a party with my guitar. And if I'm lucky, people will drink out of an inflatable duck. Oh, well, Tucson's got its own special kind of pace, I guess I would say. Some people would say there's maybe not a whole lot to do, but instead of just sitting around and doing nothing, I just figured out how to get good at something. And for me, that was making my guitar make people crazy. So in a lot of ways, being bored in Tucson was the best thing that ever happened to me. Oh, the perfect show, that's easy. Everyone's smiling and sweating, and they don't care what they look like anymore. Usually at the end of the night, there's wet spots with pop balloons everywhere, and if it's a perfect night, there's one single shoe that someone has lost and left behind. I like to play guitar like it's a drum. So when you don't use a pick and you use your fingers, you can almost sound like 2 or 3 or 5 guitar players if you're lucky. And I at least have 2 of those fingers kind of playing a drum beat while I'm doing the other part with the other fingers. So I'm trying to treat my guitar as a drum. Everything I do, whether I'm singing, guitar playing, piano playing, or drumming, I treat it all like a drum. And that technically comes from the days of banjo. And what is a banjo? If you look at it, a banjo is a drum with a guitar neck on it. So you play it like a drum, but it also makes notes. And I just treat a guitar the same way. It just doesn't look like a drum. A visual landscape of my music, well, it's almost the same thing we talked about before. What it will be is a room full of people smiling so much that their face hurts, with just makeup running down their face, their hair's all messed up, a bunch of spilled drinks on the floor. Some people are crawling, trying to get away, while the rest of their friends are dragging them back right towards the source of my sound, which would be the guitar. I do remember that show, and I played with Legendary Tiger Band a few times. We played together, I think the first time was in Japan at the Fuji Festival, and then a few other times I played with him. I love what he does. I do remember I got super excited at that show, and I think I played too long. I didn't want to stop. That was the thing. I was having so much fun. I just didn't want to stop. And at the end of it, I remember Legendary Tiger Man saying, "Man, you played for 2 hours." But I was just having too much fun to stop.